What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis, including money, investing, the stock market, the fourth stimulus package update, and stimulus check update, and these crazy gas prices, which just continue to go up every single day here in the United States. And the national average of gas here is just about at $5 a gallon. We've gone up about 30 cents a gallon here in just 1 week. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. And the question here is, what do we do? How do we fix it? What's going on here? Yeah. And we covered here in the last video, the federal government proposing stimulus checks, gas tax relief, and pausing the federal gas tax here as well to try to help solve this. We also have multiple states trying to do the same here. Check this out. Colorado Governor Polis has signed the Colorado cash back plan, which has now been raised. It was originally $400 per person and $800 for joint filers married filing jointly, but it's now going to be a minimum of $500 for single filers or $1,000 for joint filers. They say minimum, so it could actually be more. The word they use is minimum. So yeah, it's interesting because you may actually get more for millions of people in Colorado. The state of New York just passed and has in effect a gas tax pause. Check this out.
Thank you, Craig. And relief at the gas pump started today. While people should see a slight drop in prices because of the state's gas tax suspension. But some people are complaining that not all gas stations lowered their costs.
And CBS 6's Brianna Sapardi joins us live in Niskayuna tonight. Now, Bree, Schenectady County is one out of a handful of counties providing this relief at the county level.
That's right. Liz, JT, at this gas station behind me, a gallon of regular is costing $4.62. And that's probably among the lowest you'll see in the capital region right now. Both Schenectady and Saratoga counties have opted to provide additional relief at the pump. Now, combined with the state's gas tax suspension, that's about a drop of 20 to 25 cents a gallon. Finally, some much-needed relief at the pumps as fuel costs continue to reach record highs. New York's statewide gas tax suspension is now in effect. This along with relief on the local level. Schenectady and Saratoga counties have capped their gas tax to $2 per gallon purchased. A Saratoga County spokesperson says that people should see about a 25-cent drop in gas prices, with Saratoga Springs seeing less savings as the city didn't implement its half of the 3% sales tax. In these two counties, gas prices should hover around $4.65 a gallon for now. But some viewers have reached out to CBS 6 saying that's not what they're seeing.
I haven't noticed any relief. I filled up today. I paid more for my tank than I ever have. It's crazy.
In a statement, Saratoga County spokesperson said in part, quote, while enforcement is not possible at the county level, we believe free market competition will force others into compliance, and we suggest anyone who suspects price gouging to contact the state attorney general's office. Assemblyman Angelo Santa Barbara, who represents parts of Schenectady County, says he's working to make sure gas stations comply.
I did contact the Attorney General's office today. I've been in contact with their office. I know that some areas of the state are getting calls, so if people are seeing that those taxes are not coming down, that price is not coming down with the appropriate amounts, they should report it to my office or directly to the Attorney General's office because, again, collecting a tax that's no longer in place, that's theft.
I reached out to the AG's office about any complaints they're receiving. A spokesperson there says they're giving gas stations a couple days to comply. In other capital region counties, like Albany, a gallon of gas is costing close to $5.
We need more relief here. We can't be paying $5 a gallon. It's not sustainable.
Now, Assemblyman Santa Barbara is pushing federal lawmakers to provide some relief on their end. The U.S. Senate just introduced a Gas Prices Relief Act to do just that.
The state of Massachusetts House and Senate leaders say tax relief is still in the works, along with Republican Governor Charlie Baker. House and Senate leaders have ruled out a suspension of the state's gas tax. But House Speaker and Senate President both said Monday that their chambers are busy crafting relief packages that will aim to help residents feeling the pain of inflation or the pandemic. They said their team is working through some of the ideas in their Governor Charlie Baker's roughly $700 million tax relief plan, and quote, a couple of others that I've gotten from members to sort of create a wide ranging array of help, that they're in discussions and deliberation about a relief package, and pledged it would emerge for a vote as soon as we have something concrete, but before the end of July. We're looking at relief for low income, the most vulnerable populations, and working families that we have. We're looking at relief for seniors. We're looking at relief in various forms. All that sounds pretty pretty good to me. I mean, of course, we're talking in general terms here. So, you know, you know how that goes, right? So, yeah. They rejected the idea of a gas tax suspension. They're not a fan of that. So I get it. They're looking at other ways. You know, different states have different ideas. You know, some want to do tax cuts, some want to do checks, some want to do, um, you know, yeah, you know, it's just each state's a little bit different. Some states do, like the state of Illinois, did a little bit of everything. They paused the gas tax, they paused the grocery tax, they did a little bit of checks for adults, a little bit of checks for children, and also checks for I think it was $50 checks for adults, $100 checks for per child, and checks back for property owners. I believe it was up to $300, and they paused the gas tax. I don't know if it was the gas tax increase or the gas tax in general, and the grocery tax. So when you kind of look at things, it's kind of like a stimulus package for the state. There were some other things in there as well. Um, so, and really the state of Illinois, I remember that looking into that story, they're not even really that flush with cash. They're a state that's actually largely in debt. So they did what they could. They actually kind of really went over and above what they could because they're largely in debt. They're largely in debt, where other states like California have almost $100 billion in surplus. I don't know how much money California has in debt. I don't know if they even have debt or anything like that. I haven't looked into it. I would assume that most states have debt though, just because they issue bonds and they have state bonds, so that is considered debt. It's just kind of, you know, states have debt, you know, when they issue municipal bonds and some stuff like that. So keep that in mind. The state of West Virginia, Democratic lawmakers call on quick action for gas tax holiday, saying, come on, bro, we need some help. Saying Democratic members of the legislature, after hearing Governor Jim Justice express interest in a 30-day gas tax holiday, are calling for a special session next week to provide relief for motorists in West Virginia as soon as possible. Members of the Democratic caucus of the Senate and House held a virtual press conference with reporters Tuesday morning, one day after Justice said he was given a 30-day freeze of the state's 35.7-cent gasoline tax some serious thought for a future special session agenda later this summer, saying, quote, it's been almost 3 months ago when this conversation began, when gas was approaching $4 a gallon. Now gas is at or approaching $5 a gallon. And we're still pushing for some gas tax relief. I know this goes to show you, right, that, you know, some of these states gotta think about it faster. You know, same thing with the federal government, right? They gotta think faster. They gotta act faster, work faster. And you know, some of it really has to do with actually not just thinking faster, but getting the votes. The Democrats and Republicans or executive orders or doing it through reconciliation process. Joe Mansions of the world, Joe Mansions of the states. Think about how many Joe Mansions and Mitch McConnells and Nancy Pelosi's there are in every state. Yeah, have you ever kind of thought about that? Think about how many people there are holding up bills in every state. Kind of, kind of an interesting thought. Yeah. Yeah, if you ever, not even, probably not even something worth looking into. Probably would drive you crazy. If you think maybe Joe Manchin or Mitch McConnell or Nancy Pelosi drive you crazy, look into your own state legislature. There's probably several more of them in every single state. Okay, here's a state I don't think I've seen before. The state of Wisconsin. Have we covered them recently? And again, I don't pick and choose states. It's really just comes up through our research. So when they come up, I cover them. Relief at the pump through a gas tax holiday. Experts weigh in. Madison, Wisconsin. Gas prices have hovered over $4 a gallon for several weeks, and motorists are feeling a mix of resignation and frustration. Well, they certainly have gone up, said a Madison motorist. I don't know why nothing is done. I feel you, bro. Wisconsin's average price for gas is $4.79, according to AAA. A year ago was $2.89. Yeah. And motorists would like to see some of the relief in the form of a gas tax holiday or a rebate check. I'd be all for it. Several states have given motorists relief at the pump. Right now, New York and Connecticut have a gas tax holiday going on. I think there may even be some more going on here as well. The federal gas tax differs depending on your fuel type. It's about 18 cents and diesel's 24 cents. A diesel federal tax holiday would also help bring the price of food and goods down as well. Wisconsin state tax is 32 cents, the 11th highest in the nation, and a state gas tax holiday would offer drivers some relief. Kara Henney, Deputy Communications Director for the Office of Governor Tony Evers, said a gas tax holiday would require an act of the legislature, the state legislature, um, which has adjourned for the regular session, which means nothing because they can literally call a special session, as we've seen all these states do. Called by the governor to use the state's $3.8 billion surplus to give Wisconsinites. What a cool word there. I love seeing all these special words for all these special states. Yeah, Wisconsinites. That's a really cool one. Immediate help and support to address rising costs, including sending every Wisconsin family of four $600. Wow, I don't think I've seen that one yet. Have we seen that one yet? The governor also urged U.S. Congress to act by suspending the federal gas tax in a joint letter to Nancy Pelosi, U.S. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. And, well, the Republicans are against that because they've already said that, they don't want to do that, especially before the election. But he's urged several governors in urging the quick passage of the Gas Prices Relief Act of 2022, which would lower gas prices through the end of 2022. Yeah. Wow, well, this would be a nice one. Wisconsinites, immediate help. This is coming from the governor. And to support address rising costs, $600. Yeah, so interesting thought there for the state of Wisconsin. Let me know if you're from Wisconsin and you were one of those people that were like, yeah, our state, our governor will never. I see those comments and then I always get people to say, well, Jimmy, I'm sorry I said that comment. Don't worry, it's not like you're not. I know people think they're saying the comment to me. You don't need to apologize to me because I know it's my channel, but like, don't be mad at me. I'm not the one passing these bills. Call Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, Biden, President Biden, and your governor, and your state legislature. I'm not passing the bills. And then I get people that say our state will never pass it, and then I get states that pass it, and then I get people to say it's not enough, and then I get people to say our state will never do it. Look, listen, guys, I have no control over it, so you don't have to apologize to me if your state does pass it or does come out with it, or if your state doesn't. I'm just here reporting to you guys. I'm hoping that as many people get as much help as possible, and I actually really enjoy when I get to tell you guys about a lot of these programs that a lot of people don't know about, because there's a lot of these programs that sometimes you have to file taxes for, like child tax credits or something like that, or like the rent assistance, mortgage assistance, utility assistance, and some of these type of programs. A lot of these stuff that people don't know about. I really enjoy helping people in that way, where I've literally had thousands of comments of people saying, "Thank you, Jimmy. I didn't know about that," and that I like helping people in that way. So, because it's like, hey, this money is available, and if you literally just don't know about it, it's like, hmm. In fact, I'll link you to some of those videos next here. You can see it, because there's literally, you can get your rent paid for up to 12 months with rent assistance. Some of that money is running out. Homeowners assistance is probably still available in all states. There's a few states that like are just opening up their programs now, but there's $9 billion in homeowners assistance. And then there's utility assistance. Once you learn how to get the utility assistance, you can get it every year. My cat just ran through the other room like a wild horse. So yeah, it's always an episode around here. So let me know your thoughts here. I'll keep you up to date here with everything. Make sure to subscribe down below to our YouTube channel. It's completely free to do so. New videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here's some videos you can watch next. You can click up here to watch my newest video next. This bottom video is how to apply for rent assistance from the third stimulus check package. Get up to 12 months of your rent paid for free. This top video here is how to apply for homeowners assistance, and this bottom video here is how to apply for utility assistance. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.